We're in Columbus, Ohio. You know, it's almost smack dab in the center of the state, and aside from being the capital, it's also the home to the Ohio State Buckeyes. We're headed to the home of Nikki and Glenn Henry to help them out with their dining room.
Hi, Ron. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio.
Hey, Glenn, how are you? Good to meet you.
Nice to
Nikki,
meet you.
how are you?
Hi, fine. This is
How,
Alex.
you must be Alex, huh? Give me 5, Alex. All right. And Danielle, how are you? Okay, guys, let's go inside. Show me what you got here.
Ron, this is the carpet that we wanted to replace with laminate flooring.
Oh, you say laminate flooring. Why laminate flooring here?
Well, we've been looking around and we wanted something that was very durable.
Something easy to clean, low maintenance.
You got a door right here that goes outside. So
Yeah,
you'll have
the
a lot
dog
of
comes
traffic
in.
through here.
Yes.
Okay. You got a dog?
It comes
Yes.
in, and it's,
Okay.
we're constantly cleaning the
Okay,
carpet
then of
here.
course the chair is dragging back and forth across here. All right, I can see that. So over on this side, then we're going to have your dining room, right, and over here your living room. So if I were a line, then over here we're going to have carpet, and over here we're going to have laminated floor.
Yes,
That's right.
that's correct.
Okay.
I'm too wide a line, though, to do much good, so we lay down a piece of masking tape and strike a chalk line.
Okay, Nikki, we're going to cut into your carpet. Oh boy,
Oh,
this is
no.
probably the only time you'll ever do this. This is a straight edge here, so lay this down right on top of that line. Okay. This is a linoleum or carpet knife, very, very sharp blade here. It's got a blade on both sides, so be careful you don't cut yourself. Oh, wait a second, I think we're doing this in the wrong place. I'm just kidding you. You want to pull the carpet now toward the center of the room as you pull it up. Go ahead, over toward this cut.
To remove the carpet, we first pull it off the tack strip that runs around the edge of the room. A second cut we've made down the center
There you go.
divides the carpet into two smaller sections, making it easier to handle.
And 1/2 at a time. There you go. You bring this on back.
Next, we roll up the pad,
Okay, now scoop around this side.
and finally, pry loose the tack strip.
Just be real careful on these because the tacks are very sharp. This is called trim track. We're going to install this right along the edge of this cut carpet right here. It's going to make the transition from the laminate floor to the carpet. I've got a little demonstration over here to show you how this actually works. On this side of the trim track will be our laminate flooring. On this side, right here, will be the carpet. And then covering the two and concealing the joint will be this piece of molding. And we'll just place it in position right there, give it a tap, and it'll settle down on that tab right there.
To attach the transition strip to the concrete floor, we drill holes with a carbide-tipped masonry bit.
Sometimes when you're drilling into concrete like this, you'll get the hole will actually end up filled with dust. So one way to clear that is to take a can of compressed air, or an air hose for that matter, and just blow the dust out.
The next step is to insert plastic anchors into the holes and drive them flush to the floor. Finally, we attach the transition strip using screws.
Now this is called laminated floor underlayment. It actually does 3 things. It acts as a moisture barrier, the plastic right here. Very important on a concrete slab, keeps the water vapor from coming through. It also, because of these pellets on the inside here, cushions your footstep on here so the floor is quieter. And it will correct for minor surface imperfections.
Okay.
Comes in a 4-foot roll. I've got one laid out here. Just unroll this, Glenn, if you will.
Okay.
And then Nikki, when he gets it down here to the end of the room, just cut it off. Give us about an extra foot going over onto the carpet.
Okay.
We roll out a second strip alongside the first, making sure the edges are flush with each other, but not overlapping. Duct tape holds the seams securely in place. Next, I saw off the bottom of the door casing using a piece of flooring as a thickness gauge. Now we temporarily lay down 3 rows of flooring without glue as a test fit.
Down.
Crosscuts on laminate flooring are best made with a sliding power miter box. To reduce chipping, we make a light scoring cut as we pull the blade out, and push the blade downward and forward as we cut all the way through.
Now here's a little tip that'll help while we're putting these together without glue. To keep these boards tight, we can just use a piece of duct tape here to hold everything in place until we get the glue on. Right down here, there's a gap that goes from almost nothing here down to almost 5/8 of an inch down here, which means that this end wall is got a bow in it. So in order to get a good fit, or the proper fit on this end board right here, I'm going to have to cut it to match this curve in the wall. And to help me do that, I've created this little template, just a block of material. I bored a hole right here, and all I'm going to do is slide it down the wall. It'll transfer that curve in the wall to this pencil line, then we'll cut it off. Ah, nice. Okay, see it's in contact with the wall even though the wall's crooked.
In order to give the floor room to expand and contract, we'll leave a 1/4-inch gap between the edge of the laminate and the wall. These wedge-shaped spacers can be paired up to give us the exact thickness we need.
We'll drop them right down behind the edge of the flooring like that. Let's do several of these along the length of this. All right, put a little masking tape on these spacers to hold them in place there. Now, in a second, we're going to take all of this apart and we're going to glue it together. Now, you put glue both on the tongue and in the groove, giving it a nice even bead of glue like that. And you'll see that the glue is squeezing out all the way down. That's good. Want a nice even bead. And here's something you can do to be sure that both boards are tightly together. Take your finger and draw it across the glue bead like that. You should see no gap here. If you do, you need to push these together a little bit more.
Professional installers say the first 3 rows of planks are the most important in the floor. They'll form the foundation for the rest of the job. Any mistakes here will be magnified as we work our way across the room. So we take special care to make sure these joints are tight. Once the first 3 rows are glued, Nikki and Glenn use a special flooring band clamp to apply pressure to the joints and hold them securely until the glue dries. In about an hour, the glue is dry on the first 3 planks, and we begin to lay the rest of the floor. Now the whole family can jump in. Dry glue is easily removed from the surface using a putty knife and a damp rag. Finally, 1/4 round molding is installed at the base of the wall to conceal the edges of the flooring. The transition strip is tapped into place, and the transformation from carpet to laminated floor is complete.
Wow, you know, I really like the way this divides up the 2 rooms now. This feels like one room, that's another, but there's no wall there. You guys happy?
It looks great.